Like many other businesses, Cannock Sound Hire has seen a drop-off in its work due to the lockdown and the current situation, with some of the arts industry starting back up, but still a massive unknown around what is exactly going to happen between now and Christmas. There are still concerns. To tell us more, I'm joined now by Al Dawkins. Hello, sir.
Good morning, Jason. How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I trust we find you well.
Yes, very well, thank you, considering. Yes, we're
Yeah.
very well.
Now, at the time of recording, there's been limited government response to some parts of the entertainment industry. We've seen support for venues. There's been various packages for some of those who are either self-employed or furloughed, but it hasn't covered everywhere. And when it comes to light and sound, and many of the background roles within the industry, you're still waiting for some sort of level of support. And obviously, things do not pay for themselves. Whenever any business sets up to buy equipment which is going to put on some massive events, you can plan for the weather, you have waterproof speakers, but a pandemic is rather more difficult to take into account.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this has took obviously every industry by surprise. But the event industry is reported to be the worst hit industry, because we were the first industry to stop and we will be the last industry to return, which we understand, you know, with the pandemic, and health and safety, and health is prominent, you know, that's the first thing, but it's the support. We need one thing or the other. We either need support or we need work. We appreciate work is going to be difficult and it's going to be changing for us, but the support hasn't reached the supply chain. The venues, they're going to receive a great share of this 1.57 billion that Richard Cannock has allocated for them, but it's going to be high arts, it's going to be the galleries, it's going to be the prestigious venues. All the suppliers, it just won't reach us, which is like having a hospital with no doctors. It's just not reaching us on the ground level.
Yeah, and there's obviously a number of people who have been looking for the work, but obviously even that's been limited. So, you know, if you're looking at trying to furlough someone, it is difficult and doesn't always touch all parts of the industry. So it's a difficult time. Obviously, there is small amounts of work out there. I know you've been out illuminating things in various colours for both NHS and Saving Theatre over the last few months, but that doesn't pay all the bills, and it doesn't allow you to be able to cover off all of your costs. And yes, there have been some government grants. I know various companies have been able to take part in that. There have been government loans as well that have been put forward. But equally, all that you've still got to look at the long-term future of the business and know where you're going to be able to go.
Indeed. Well, this industry employs between 600,000 and a million workforce nationwide, but 70% of those people are they're freelancers. So that unfortunately they haven't qualified for furlough, and as we know, the furlough scheme is being reduced and removed for October, but still we can't fully operate with indoor events due to government guidelines, which we fully appreciate. But we're just asking, you know, can we have one or the other? If we can't work, give us support. So what we're asking for, grants, not loans. I mean, we've been offered the bounce back loan, and you can take it, but if you want to be £50,000 in debt, it's very good and it will help us, but it's grants, not loans, that we need, because we haven't got the work coming in as much as what we did to fully repay it back. So we need clarification where we're going to go.
And when things do start to pick up, you know, it is great to have you there. I know you've done some work through one division of Cannock Sound Hire, and that's your stage man side of things. But it's only been limited, and therefore doesn't cover anything like your normal level of work, which is festivals, events. I mean, we've worked in Wolverhampton on bonfires and some fantastic events in West Park over the years, and we still don't know where we're going to be with things like that.
Well, indeed. I mean, our diary at the beginning of the year was fantastic. We had a lot of work lined up all over the world. Even though we're just, you know, we were just a little business in Cannock, we were very lucky. We get to work with a lot of A-list celebrities, such as yourself, but also including who we worked with recently, James Morrison, Jessie J, Billy Ocean. These are names, just to name just a few. And every time we go there, we've got our Cannock Sound Hire. We're a local business, and we're promoting it. But as soon as these lockdown was announced, the diary just it just all dropped down. So we have diversified, because diversity is the key, I believe, to opportunity. We've got a sub-trading division, which is Stagemen. So it's more structural. So we also provide the staging, with wooden chalets, wooden benches, picket fencing, oak barrels. These are things which are geared up for outdoor events especially. And we've been very lucky that a few councils have taken a great initiative to create alfresco villages, where people can go and eat and mingle and try to bring like the back street to the high street. And they took that initiative, which is brilliant. And we've helped them, and they've helped us with work, and it's created great jobs and great opportunities. We just need more of those. We need more councils to look at their open spaces that they've got in these town centres, which have taken a big hit, and we need them to do something with that space. And if they contact us, we'll help them, we'll guide them, and we'll help bring the people back into the town centres and help them get their economy going again.
Yeah, because I mean, you're used to risk assessing a situation anyway, whether it be from looking at where you're putting a massive, great big cable through to ensuring people are safe with other parts of the equipment and stage building. So being COVID secure was just another step for you.
Yes, it is. I mean, we're very proud to say that because we are very tight on health and safety, which we believe is a big key to us in getting to where we are now. We appreciate, and we can see where there are ways that we can still get people in to a city or a town and keep them secure. Using for example, picket fencing, we can make it secure, we can keep containment, but in the same time, we can make it attractive. We can still keep that there. You don't need big barriers with big hazard tape. You can do these things a lot more nicer. And yes, it's just a great way to encourage people back into the town. Let's get people spending, because ultimately, if the bubble bursts, there are some industries doing very, very well at the moment, but if all these bubbles burst, people will be very, very tight be very careful rather with their money, and this will have a knock-on effect, and a lot of other businesses will not benefit from that. The retail industry will suffer even further, and people will be very careful of their money, and that's going to affect everything from just local shopping to do we buy a new house, do we expand? There'll be so many industries hit if we don't encourage people into the town, into the city centres for events, enjoyment, spending. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, you need a socially distanced, as high a footfall as you can get, but knowing it's going to be reduced footfall. So either you need the person who's there to be able to spend more because it's what they want to spend it on, or you need to be able to get a good cycle through of people and make it a good event and a safe space for them and give them that confidence. And through things like the equipment that you're providing, and even through PA and sound systems, that can make a difference too. Because again, if somebody knows what's going on and give them confidence, so there's lots of opportunities there. If people do want to get in touch, what are your company details so they can actually talk to you, see how to make something like this work, and turn any open space into a safe, secure event space?
Absolutely, thank you. Well, we've got our website, which is www.cannocksound.co.uk. That deals with all our audio, our lighting divisions, our power divisions, and then if you want us to help you with structures, then contact us on www.stagemen.co.uk, and the telephone number which will hit the main office is 01543 503535. And we're on all the social medias, the Twitters, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. We're out there as well, but that's where you'll find us. We're there.
Well, Al, always good to speak to you. Always fantastic to work with you. Full confidence in everything that you do, and looking forward to being able to work on some events with you in the not too distant future.
Fantastic. Together we'll come back stronger. Thank you, Jason. Thanks for the support.